at Nissan Stadium. Cam Little out for the opening kick. And we're off and running from Nissan Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Again, a run with Pollard. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Let's go.
Dropping back to throw. Gets everything he has under this throw. This is brought in at the 15. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans take a 6-0 lead right away. Calvin Ridley with the touchdown. Joey Sly on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And he gets him around 6 there. Brought down on the play by Tavondre Sweat. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
11. Hey, run.
Lawrence working from the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't fourth down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. That's taken at the 15. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. So no return on that punt. And the Titans will get set to take over.
Okay, ready?
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Go!
They run the counter to Pollard. He'll cobble together a yard there. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Ready? Go!
On 2nd and 9. Pass brought in by Traylon Burks. He spins right by him, and he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Finds a man right side. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 29. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
To the air, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
It'll be a field goal try from Joey Slye. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. And he missed it. It's no good. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
1st down, ball at the 36.
Take right open. Visual 24.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. Ooh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
And let's count it. 4, 5, yep, 6 DBs. Dime look from the Titans on 3rd down.
Think right. 11.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Throwing this back in the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Eric Armstead there on the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his right. Connection made with his back deep downfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 39 yards. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. They go play action here. Flushed out of the pocket. Connects on the crosser. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans pull out in front further, 13-zip. Here's Sly to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Rip, 23.
Now a give to ETN running right. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Amani Hooker with the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 2-score game early. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Here's ETN on first down. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Taken down by Sebastian Joseph Day. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. To throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. Yeah. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to push one deep down the right. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
I mean, you can see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Jaguars are going to take over from deep in their own side. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, run!
Lawrence now off the play action. Bails out. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down.
Hey.
Another try following the sack. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down.
11 Agate. 11 Agate. 13 Luke.
Throwing from near his own goal line. He fires one deep down the middle. Big gain downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Now, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's 2nd down.
I like that, Kate. That's going to keep a defense honest. That proves that they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to hit.
13 Luke. Hey, go.
Lawrence trying again on 2nd. He's trying to go deep again. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Roger McCreary takes it away. And the Titans take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Burks coming in motion right. Okay, the wide receiver is going to get it to begin the drive. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And he'll get it up to the 44. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Going to the ground again on first. He's found some space as he crosses the 45. And he's all the way down to the 36. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Titans will have a first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
First down, ball at the 36. This time it's a passing play. Completed over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Even 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Escapes the pocket. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half, but hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball when you're faced...
Touchdown, Tennessee! Here's Slide to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans stretch their lead to 21. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so first and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
He'll throw it. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45.
Easy, route. Go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game.
11, Agate. Go, let's go. Hey, I'm gun. So.
Lawrence working from the gun. He sends this one to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Oh, and it's no good. Just his 2nd missed extra point of this season, and they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock, but with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost him. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. From the 39. That'll be complete to Burks. 20-yard gain on the play. And the Titans will have a 1st down. Here's a throw. Buys time, rolling right. And it's picked off, but, yep, pretty clear he was out of bounds, so no interception, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Tight end going in motion here. 2nd and 10 now. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Jaguars get it back to within 1 score. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Back to the air following the pick 6. Okonkwo brings it in. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Devin Lloyd on the tackle.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 4. Rolling left, buying some time. He just throws this one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Caught by Pollard. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He gets 6 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. They give to Pollard from the gun. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. On the draw, the give to Pollard. And he's brought down for a loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Back to throw now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
That punt ends up a 36-yard kick. And it'll be Jaguars football. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Ryan. 30 left. 13 loop. Loop. Here we go.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Look at Xavier Woods in there to pick it off.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Mustang 19. Set go.
He'll throw it from his own end zone. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go.
They go play action on 1st. He put everything he had into this one. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. From the gun, they go with Pollard. Juke the defender. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
3 quarters in the books from this one. The Titans have it with the lead. Just got to hang on for a little bit longer. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. Pass taken in by Pollard. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
That throw finds Okonkwo. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 32 on the play. And the Titans will have a 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st and 10, it's Pollard. And they'll stop him after he rolls downhill to the 32. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
From the 32. Cut out left. Jukes one defender. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Go!
Pollard on 1st and goal. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Ready!
Trying again with Pollard. And he stopped just a little short of the goal line. He's down to the 2. Give him 4 yards, and they're sitting on 3rd and goal now.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Come on, set.
Here is Pollard. And he gets in, touchdown! The Titans go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score, don't let it go to 4th and goal, and he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stands, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey.
Now a give. It's ETN headed left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 32 on that play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play.
24.
They go right back to ETN. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Hey, Lion.
From the 36. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Jaguars facing a 15-point deficit. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
23. Here we go, so hurry. Red.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. They can't connect as the coverage comes through. The 4th down stand.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Jaguars have some new life in the fourth. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
They'll try it left with Etienne. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's a Jaguar first down.
I know these aren't characterized as hidden yards. Right, Kate, those are usually the special teams area that don't show up on the stat sheet. But to me, these are the hidden yards, the bonus yards that you gain when you make that kind of effort to break that kind of tackle.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10.
30 left.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Trying to push it deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Easy, route. Go. 11, again.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Go, let's go. Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Here he is to throw. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Right, let's go.
Looking to throw it. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
11.
All their timeouts left, but they still need a quick score here. It's 1st and 10.
Take right open. Here we go.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Throwing deep for the end zone. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Hey.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up third and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front. And they fired off the line knowing a run was coming. And, boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
30 left. Go.
Throwing now. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he hits the end zone, touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the fourth.
The score, Titans 28, Jaguars 20.
Less than 25 seconds to go. This onside try is for the game. And the Titans look like they've recovered. Yep, and folks, this game is over. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's loaded another one up. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
Intercepted by the Jaguars. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion. 11. 11, Agate. Go, let's go. Check smash. 30 left. Hey, kill. Red.
He'll look to throw it. Chased out to his right. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Officials signaling timeouts. We've got whistles. Time left for 1 snap. And while we all know the odds are low, it's not impossible that they find a way to score. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, go. 13, Luke.
One final shot here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So this winds up a win for the Titans. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our